Welcome back to the single greatest podcast on the face of the internet. The
Voted
Open
by
House.
me and Ben.
Yeah, it was a small voting pool, but we were it, and it was 100% unanimous. So, that is good.
Can't argue that.
Right? Richard, how you doing today?
Yeah, been a good day. It's Friday. Looking forward to the weekend. Got some good things lined up.
Right. In the words of the prophet Rebecca Black, it's Friday. Got to get down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend. And if you understand that reference, how's your back doing?
No. You got down too many times. Too many Fridays.
Song, I'm going on a tangent here. That song crosses over perfectly with Baby by Justin Bieber, and it makes for a beautiful mashup.
I think I've heard this.
Yeah, it's a good and.
But yeah, no, all in all, gonna hit the splash pad up with the kids this weekend for the first time, and looking forward to that. Love the splash pad.
Nice.
I'm like the one grown man frolicking around in the water.
Hey, never lose that childhood sense of wonder.
Never.
Right? Folks, this is our last episode of season 1 of the Open House. This is episode number 30 already. Can you believe it, Richard?
Wow, cue the clapping. Let's go, Ben.
Wait for it. Wait for it. It's worth it. Yes. There we go. Some cheering too.
30 episodes. Let's go. Yeah, man, what a ride.
Right?
From the first chat of sitting at test batches talking about it to the creation of the whole brand and all the in between.
Right.
You want to talk about it a little bit?
Well, Richard, I think back to a little over a year ago when you cold called me, and if you'd asked me if this would be the journey we had gone on, I would have said, yeah, okay, sure. But man, if we're going back, looking at the whole year, what a year it's been.
A lot of laughs, man. A lot of laughs, a lot of great conversations between me and you, but also with the people that we've been spending time with.
Yeah. I don't know, but I feel like more connected to the town, the area than ever before. Which is a selfish takeaway from this, but it's one I'm absolutely going to appreciate.
That's what we're here for. The selfish takes, where we're all at with it, because yeah, I think the reason why you feel more connected is because we've connected with people that have been here even longer than us, people that have met a lot of people themselves or made an impact in the community, and we got to sit down and get to know them. So us and our guests ultimately have been a lot closer to the community, I think.
Yeah. So for our listeners out there, I think the way we're going to break down this episode here, because this is our last episode of season 1, Richard and I, we're going to have a chat back about the last year, about, the Open House, about our wonderful guests. And then beyond that, we're going to give you a little sneak peek on, and even we might just even brainstorm live here on the air, but we've got some ideas for season 2. And maybe talk about what the future holds for the Open House, because I don't want to speak for Richard, but I think I'm not alone in saying we're just getting started here, folks.
Yeah, we're big idea guys. I think we sit down sometimes and we could chat for an hour, just all over the place in what we want to do, things we could possibly do. And execution is always the hardest part. So I think that's going to be the best part about this little bit of a break, is we can start working on some things, some of those ideas that we've really put into place, and also continue to get feedback from everybody else. Nobody knows this except for us, unless we've run into you, but we run into our guests all the time. Mm-hmm. And because that's the small town, and it's a blessing. And, people give us feedback, and even people that are friends or family of the guests we've had too give us feedback and thoughts on it. And they're very nice, sometimes too nice. And I'm like, please be a little more critical. Tell us so we can grow and figure this thing out. But it'll be nice over the summer to get more feedback and see people and take that away for season 2.
Yeah, definitely. Richard, what do you think your 3 biggest takeaways from all our guests throughout season one has been. And have you applied any of them to your business?
um, I think maybe some ways when we're talking to entrepreneurs and we talk about, um, you know, the emotional side of it, the ups and downs. I think it was kind of comforting hearing that everybody else goes through the same thing. It's not just you, or like it's actually very common. And there is some comfort just knowing that other people are going through that too, but also some tips on like how to deal with that. Um, I think that would be number one. Number two would be you think there's a lot of great people in this town, but like holy crap, and how loved they are. Like
Right? Yeah.
the reception that people get, it's just such an indicator of how valuable these people are to the people around them. Um, and that surprised me a little bit. I knew that would be there, but I didn't know how much. So
Right.
that's
I
that's
mean,
great.
just like a recent example, you posted a clip with Clance earlier this week, and the amount of people just hopping in the comments saying, "Oh my God, Clance, I love you. You're the greatest teacher. You're the greatest this, that, and the other thing." And it's like it is so cool that we can like not only talk to these people, but like spread the word of how great some of these people in the community really are.
When you have a unanimous nickname, I think that says a lot about how tight you are with people, like how close you
Right?
get. That was kind of making me laugh. Every single person are calling her Clance in the comments was great.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, no one
I
said
know.
Clance Clancerton, but
I mean that's just for my phone, but like I think I've heard her called Lorianne a few times, but like it doesn't quite hit the ear as correctly to
mm,
me as
right.
Clance does. She's Clance. It is Clance, and we love
Yeah.
her.
I want to say one last takeaway, and this wasn't really my anticipation for the pod. It just kind of has been my thought about it since is like, I feel like you could pick the average person up off the street in town, have them on this podcast,
Mhm.
and find out some crazy stories. And just like we've had some jaw dropping moments, man. We've had real conversations, like I think tears in the pod. We've had like big laughs.
Yeah.
And that's just from the average person. And I think that's amazing.
Right.
What about you? You got some takeaways?
Y- y- I mean, I think they're more stuff that's like we're striving for implementation, but I don't think implementation will ever be 100%. I think it's an ever evolving process. Not to get
Hmm.
too like, meta or like whatever with it, but um
You
like
mean like implementation of these things into your business? Like
yeah,
perfection? Okay.
yeah, like, mistakes are going to happen, problems are going to come up. And I think the longer we sit on them, or myself, I'm going to say myself specifically because I'm particularly bad at this. The longer you sit with them and ruminate over them and just like, drive yourself up the wall with like, oh, I should have done this and should have done that. Um I think takes away from like the progress that you can make moving forward. And yes, acknowledge the mistakes, acknowledge the problems, but then flipping that switch quickly to like, okay, how can we either not make these mistakes again in the future, or how can we um like basically just grow from the whole experience, right? Which
Yeah.
like
Especially when you're, yeah.
I
I was going to
always
say,
had. Yeah.
I was going to say, talking to people like Jamie or someone that's run a business for 30 years, you're like, this is a really long time.
Yeah.
Like, why am I rushing? Why am I panicking? This is going to take some time.
Yeah. Um yeah. And I mean time, it feels so fleeting, but it's also like there is lots of it. And I mean, something I've always, and I mean, especially since having kids, have really believed in is time is important, and business is, yes, important, but not as important as the time you spend with the family. So
Right.
having that balance and watching these people, you're never going to find the perfect balance, but always striving for something that looks like it, I think is, um, yeah, probably one of the bigger takeaways from this season.
Yeah. I think that was reinforced in a lot of conversations with people is like how important their partners are through the process of it, their kids, those relationships almost really give you what you need to go about your business and do the things that you have to do,
Right.
Without that, I think we all lack a little bit more motivation without our kids and our family supporting us in there.
Mhm.
Um, yeah.
Now, Richard, you've been through some changes this year. Now I don't know how much you're like you want to talk about on camera here, but and I don't mean like changes like Richard hit puberty a long time ago. Like it's not those kind of changes, but his business has really evolved this year. Do you care to share any part of that?
Yeah, sure. I was gonna say one of the things I was gonna ask you too is like, have you felt like you've personally grown because of the podcast? Because anytime you get experiences, like you're gonna change as an individual, you're gonna maybe do something a little bit differently.
Mhm.
So this kind of ties into that again. But someone said something to me at the beginning of the year, and it was like, don't strive looking for leadership, strive to be a leader or to like develop your own leadership skills. And I was like, holy, that's I never really thought about that because I was looking for mentorship and things like that. But then maybe I should put myself in a position to mentor more. And it wasn't really like I wanted to mentor people necessarily, but it gave me the confidence to start going out and putting myself in a more leadership position, speaking up. Um, and so I feel like I've done that a lot more, and that's been really great for the business. And that's also involving the pod.
Mhm.
But yeah, so the business, if we really want to put it out there, I was approached by a local mortgage broker. I guess he kind of likes some things that I got going on. He's been hearing good things, which is what you want from everybody. You want a great reputation.
Not to mention he
And
harassed me, just for the record. I want to put that out there.
yeah, there's some like, I guess, not so great. Like you shouldn't go out poaching people. It's not really playing fair. So he thinks he's going to get a shoe in with Ben and then weasel his way to me, which he did. And it worked. Um,
Son of a
but it
gun.
all, but it also what really was driving me, and it wasn't really working for this guy. It wasn't really the like the opportunity. Like that's all great things, but what my real goal was to have my wife come work with me.
Right.
She has a set of skills that complements me really well, and is super valuable. But also just wanted to give her a little bit more flexibility in her life, be around with the kids more and things like that. Give her the things that she wanted, and this opportunity allowed me to do that. So Emily is now working in my business, and it's been a month so far, and it's been amazing in so many ways.
What an
Uh,
incredible, but like also pants shitting experience, I find, eh?
yeah, but like you're like backed in a corner, right? It's like, okay, this is the moment. You're all in, you and your wife together. Let's go. And I think that is scary, but very exciting.
Very, it's like that nervous excitement you get before like I don't know, I think like before like a big race where you're like, "Oh my god, is it gonna work? Is it gonna like"
Yeah,
but it's
because you're getting
exciting
paid
because
more,
oh my
but
god, and you
responsibility.
right, right, yeah.
But man, if anyone knows me, like, or has worked with me in the mortgage world, like, I am very passionate about what I do, and like, I honestly some days that's all I want to talk about is mortgages and just strategies and finance, and
Mhm.
this just allows me to do that more, and so Emily being in the business gives me a lot more freedom to live in that space a lot, and ah, it's already been a lot more, and I'm just excited for what's to come.
Very nice. Very
Yeah.
nice.
Um, and kind of in the same conversation, just from what I started with, like, is there any personal growth or anything that you've kind of taken away from the pod in like your own personal way?
Oh my
Because
god.
like you're a performer, so this is like a new type of performance, or like I don't say performance, but it's a new way to be
Dance
Ben.
monkey. Um, yeah. No, I mean, um, I think, I've done some, like, some hosting for, like, live events, that kinda thing before, but this is the first situation like this or platform where it's even though we're virtual for now, um, it's a lot more intimate, right? Like, we're
Hmm,
asking people about their real lives and sometimes, like, sharing moments that, like, weren't so great. Um, and it's kinda taught me, like, as long as the rapport is there and it's coming from a place of, like, genuine curiosity and intention that, like, those questions are okay to ask,
hmm,
um, as long as they're done, respectfully.
right.
Um not like in a way that's like, "Hey, tell me about the shittiest part of your life," but in a way that's like, "Hey, like, let's acknowledge this was a really tough time. Like, what are you comfortable talking about, and can you tell us how that experience may have changed you or affected you and how you've grown from that?" I mean, I think, um, the questions I would ask people prior, like, it just in real life prior to this were very just, like, surface, like, "Hey,
Mm.
what's new? How's work?" Whereas, like, now, like, I'm okay being like, how's your relationship with your father or like something, right? But as long as like that connection's there. So
Yeah.
now
I
I want to be clear, I'm not asking a stranger on the street like, hey, tell me about your childhood trauma, but um yeah, I think it's opened up a conversational side of me that like I didn't quite know was there.
That's cool, man. I think, I can feel that too, and I think that's just the nature of having conversations with people, the average person, you
Mhm.
know? You just it kinda surprises you how people can be so forward because you're kind of like, I don't say taught, but, like, society is kinda like, "Don't talk about money, don't talk about politics, don't talk about religion, don't talk about anything," like what you're saying, just surface level, avoid the rest. And when you really talk to people and you get into it, people aren't afraid to talk about that stuff. As long as it's
Right.
on that mutual ground of respect and, like, care, everything's on the table, and,
Right.
I do think going through this pod, 100% it's opened that. I think I've lived that a lot, but, like, maybe for yourself, that's a little more just depending on your experience.
Mhm.
Uh, but man, yeah.
Right.
Uh, um, yeah. Anything that you didn't like surprised you through this? It could be a surprise on like, I don't know, any regard. How well it's done, how much fun we had, or anything like that.
Yeah, what's the stat? Over half of podcasts, no, I've gotta Google it now. I need to know for sure. Um, oh,
If you know Ben doesn't
podcasts,
like BS stats. He likes legitimate stats. They got to have some backing to them. So
right? The stat is worth it, guys. Trust me.
if you're thinking about starting a podcast, something worth knowing and something
Here we
that we
are.
knew from the get go.
Um, Approximately 44% of all podcasts have 3 or fewer episodes,
We knew this from the
which
beginning, and we're like, we're not going to be that. We're not
we're
going to be
not gonna
that.
be that stat. And lo and behold, we're at 30 episodes with plans for so many more. How many more? I don't know. But um, did I think we would put out basically an episode every week with a Christmas break in there from November till now? Absolutely not. I did not think so. Um, I think, and we've kind of talked about this, like the summer break is going to be good to like regroup and spend some time with our families, which we both agree are important. Um, and plan for season 2, but I didn't see this many episodes and this much viewership coming
Yeah.
at all. I thought this would just be a cool way to talk to some folks in the community.
Which is that. It just happened to turn out to be more in a sense.
Right.
Uh, but yeah, looking back, like 30 episodes, we didn't really look that far. I think we were like, oh, if we can get to 10, that's like amazing. Um, I think it did surprise me. And it was a lot of work, like, just in the sense of trying to run your own life and everything else you got going on, plus trying to book your guests and just be present there and post on Instagram and get your editing done. But when we're recording, it doesn't really feel like that much work. This is like
Oh
the
god.
most chillax thing. You actually look forward to it every week. So to pump an episode out every week, it really turned out to not be too bad. You just do it because you're loving it.
Right. And I mean, it helps that it's a group project. I think if it was just one person running this, like it'd be easy for that one week to go by and you go like, I didn't quite get a guest this week. Or like, oh, I didn't have time to edit. Or like, oh, social media posts. Okay. No, like teamwork really makes the dream work when it comes to this kind of thing, I think. So
How many
um
conversations did we have this season where like, we don't have a guest this week. We need to get a
Right.
guest. We're
Right.
both like,
And like the kicker is like we have a long list of like guests, but it's like, okay, who do we like, pick out from there who might be available, who doesn't have like some kind of event coming up, like Butter Tart Festival. Everyone's like, "Well, no, I can't this week because I've got 4 other things to do before Butter Tart Festival and a business to run." So, um, you know, yeah,
maybe that was part
it's
of the surprise is like how willing people were to come on. You know what I mean? I think, I thought there'd be some people like from the get go. We didn't really have a hard time. It seemed like it was going smooth. And I don't think we ever had a hard time. That was the thing. Like you ask someone and they like 90% of the time, they're like, yeah, I'm down for that. That sounds great. And there wasn't much of a, like, I didn't think I had much rejection at all, to be honest, the people we were asking. So,
yeah, yeah, um,
and that just
yeah. There's
surprised me. I thought it'd be harder.
there's a few people who are like, well, like I'm like nervous to come on, but
Mm.
still, still did it, and that's
Yeah,
cool.
willing. Yeah, they jumped right in with us. I think that, and sometimes those are the people that they seem nervous at the beginning, but by like 10 minutes into the episode, they didn't seem nervous at all. They're completely open, talking about whatever they want to talk about. Nothing held back.
Hmm.
And you could just see they were comfortable and I think surprised themselves sometimes too.
Yeah.
um, yeah. Yeah, I think all in all, it's been good. Um, I think for next season, like mine and Ben's hope is to just do some little different things, maybe even having some reoccurring guests. We're all over the place with these thoughts. Um, I think if anyone's listening to this, like, don't hesitate to send us names. Like, we're always open to a list, and if we want to pump out another 30 episodes next season, we're gonna need more people. I think. Period.
Well, yeah, I mean, especially if you're thinking, okay, we do an episode a week, um, we take a little break in around the holidays, but we're starting in September. Like that's an extra 2 months worth of
Right.
episodes. So I think we're looking at like 40 plus next year. So our list is big. It's not that big. So yes, please, if you know someone who's got a great story to share, let us know. And so we can start our planning for season 2.
That's a great point, and one thing that I didn't expect to see this podcast to be, and maybe what it's kind of turning into a little bit more than what we originally intended, is I think we first thought it would be like business talk, entrepreneur talk, and it still did incorporate that, but it ended up being very like human, very um, like this is your history, this is your life, things you learned, and what I think is like cool, and we don't think about it this way, is like let's say Clance is your grandmother or your mom, and everybody passes away, but at some point when they're gone, there is an hour-long episode online of a bunch of stuff that you can hear her talk about, and I think that is something we haven't really thought about the pod being, and I think for all our guests, that's so cool. They have like an hour of themselves that they can share with their family or their family can go find them. I think that's so cool.
Yeah. Oh, I think back to like previous generations, and like these platforms didn't exist. So you did like, if you're lucky, you had some home video,
Right.
right? Not, I mean, all our guests came on happy, healthy, and alive, and we very much hope it stays that way for a very long time. Please and thank you. But, um, yeah, I mean, if we're going down that road, they definitely a nice little, and okay, you're getting me thinking here, Richard. Like, I think to like, my mom, and if my mom were on this show, right? I would probably I feel like I don't know if this is a epidemic, but like we don't ask our parents enough questions about themselves.
Right.
Like, I know a little bit about my mom's childhood. I probably don't know enough.
Well, we don't also talk to them when
Right?
they're young, right? Because by the
No.
time we're old enough to care or respect it, they're older
Yeah.
too, right?
Yeah. Like, you don't realize how one-sided that relationship is. Um,
They know
but
everything about your life and you only know some.
right. It's
Ah,
it's yeah. So I don't
I,
know.
I,
It's
I think, even let's just like put a scenario here, and I'm going to tell you about a business idea that I had, and it kind of like is falling into this, which is weird. Um, Not only are you having this conversation, so let's say we had Megan Marshall on, right? She's young, but in 20, 30 years, like she may still be alive, but like her daughter can go back and watch a video of mom young and starting her business and like see what it was like. Imagine having that of your own parents,
Yeah, that'd be
young,
cool.
talking. And you know what? So the business idea I had, this is like a couple years ago when I was out of the bank. I'm looking at my next stage. I was going to start a business like this where you would sit down with someone at like in their 60s. You'd go to an old folks home and you would record for an hour sitting with them
Whoa,
and doing.
Richard, I'm gonna have to stop. 60s at an old folks home.
Sorry.
How many people did you just piss off?
I'm just putting some out there. My bad.
Oh, let us know in the comments how much you like that statement.
I'm out of touch. But yes, so either way, you're at an old folks home or you're 60, something like that. And you have this person come and sit down with you and interview about your life, talk about all the things that you wish you told your kids or never did tell, or share a story, whatever. And that can get like put in your estate. So when you pass away, there's like an interview there talking all about your life and it's recorded forever for your family. Like I thought about doing that as a business. There is a business that exists in the United States like that. There's nowhere in Canada doing that.
Hmm.
And I thought it'd be a blast. I love hearing people's stories. That's why the pod came to mind. And
I watched too much Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and it just reminds me of the scene where like they're about to go like confront some mobster or something, and Terry Crews pulls out his phone. He's like, "Hey girls, if you're watching this, I'm dead. But don't worry, because Daddy always loves you."
that's it, man. And you could have a video like that for your family.
Right? I love it.
Yeah. Hard conversation talking about death, but like it is one of those inevitable things. And I wish I had a video like that of my grandparents 30 years ago chatting about their lives and just
Right.
where they came from. Cause that's where we all come from. Where they came from is where you come from. And
Yeah.
learn a little bit about yourself when you talk to your older generations.
I wish I had known my dad between like the ages of like 8 and 12. Right? Like I don't know. I think back to like, okay, he went through some like hard time, oldest, kid of 8 kids, ran away from home when he was like 16. This was like the 50s, folks. So like it was a long time ago. But like I'm curious as to like who that kid was. And I mean, like, the unfortunate part about death is like, well, we'll never know. And that's, there's, I think, some beauty in that too. Like, it makes it that much more
Surely.
special and precious. But then you always get I wonder what he would think of like, my life now and, and Alice and all that stuff. It's, yeah, it's heavy.
I have this like Black Mirror idea that like in the future you could like take an AI, go through someone's entire social media or like their phone or like anything having to do with their personality and then create like an AI bot of that person. You'll never ever be without them, even after they
I
pass.
think I think there is an episode.
Probably. I know there's one where the guy dies and she gets a robot of him.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I thought there was something. Yeah.
Probably. I could have actually just completely plagiarized that, but
that's okay. It's like it's such like a weird concept to think about. Also, we are still the open house here, folks. If you're
and we're not Black Mirror.
Right?
Sorry, you just get my ideas going here.
We kind of went down a rabbit hole here with this whole death thing.
This is why you don't interview Richard on the pod.
Right, and vice versa. Yep. Yes. We're gonna have to go with a Noah Khan, I think, song title because this we got depressing here really, really quick.
Nah, there's some beauty in there. It's not depressing. Come on.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I know maybe your emotions are stirred, but
always. I'm surprised Richard and I have the same birthday. We're both Cancers. We both feel really hard. We have a lot of feelings.
I take advantage of something that I maybe shouldn't, and it's called internalizing my emotions.
Oh, yes. If you ball it up nice and tight and push it way down deep, you never
nothing
bad
will ever happen.
No, not at all. Oh, God. Oh, I
The
can't
things
wait
you
to
learn
see
in
the
therapy, man.
yeah, yeah. I can't wait to see the clips from this episode.
Right. Yeah.
um,
Anyways.
yeah. Um, Richard, why don't you share some wins from the last year to like turn this bad boy around? Let's get into some positivity.
Um, yeah, poof. Anyone that knows me knows I'm not like a big social media guy. Um, I don't really do a lot of things like that. And when me and Ben were kind of like, I wouldn't say divvying up like who was going to be responsible for what. Like I was wholeheartedly like, oh, I'm going to do the Instagram. I'm going to see how this goes. I don't know. I didn't really pull anyone on it. I just decided this is what we're going to do. We're going to post some clips, and it has changed a little bit. We've had, it went from something conventional. I started editing the brand and, changing up the clips and what they were focusing on and captions and all that stuff. And I don't know, it's been different for me. I feel like it's a social media platform that I've spent a lot more time on or poured more energy in than any other one. And just happy. I think we're almost at about 250 followers on Instagram. And that's like, it's all authentic. It's
Right.
all just people wanting to see more people from their community. I think that's a huge want from what I hear. I think, I don't know, it's something that I've grown with and I'm proud of. Like I think it's a big win for us.
Oh,
Uh,
definitely. I mean,
yeah.
you think about a room of people. You put 250 people in a single room. That's a lot of people,
Yeah.
right? That's like double what the Huronio Players Theater can hold.
I wish I had time or energy to go through more and post because there's like even some great moments in some of the episodes that like short moments that are like maybe make a great story.
Yeah.
Something to think about in the future, maybe work on a little bit.
Maybe in the summer.
Yeah, dude. So that's another thing, right? I'm like, what do I do for this summer? Do I go back and pull old clips, which I might just
Yeah.
start digging through and see what comes up and put them on there.
I think it'd be fun.
Because our big focus is the guests, right? Like, I think everybody can kind of see that. Me and Ben, even sitting here talking, just me and him, is not
If you've
really our
made it
priority,
this far in the episode, you better be hitting the like button on whatever
right?
platform you're watching on,
It's probably
folks.
our only our subscribers, but
Yeah.
anyways, I think yeah, we're not here to talk about ourselves, but like I think for the summer, maybe I'll post some clips of like some things that me and you had been saying because I always
Mhm.
just want to keep it about the guests. But I think for the summer, maybe I'll post some funny things that we've been saying over the
Right.
season. I've held back a little bit on those.
Yeah. Good plan. I like it. I support it.
Some of it might make us look kind of goofy and whatever.
Right.
I'm into it.
Yeah. I don't know if you can hear this. If you hear snoring on the episode, it's this guy. It's
Better
not
than his
me,
whining.
right? He's a sleepy Gus.
Oh man.
Sleepy Gus. Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh.
Well, I don't think we have to go a full hour. It's totally your call.
I mean, you don't think our guests are enthralled at this point? Just like,
They're so sucked in. Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
What's next?
right?
What's next?
What?
Um,
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I don't know if whoever's listening, like something that me and Ben, again, we do talk real estate, we do talk mortgages. We never talk about it on here because this isn't the place. And if you want to talk about it, you know where to reach us. But if there is like a want for that type of discussion or that type of content too, like we can always work on something where we can have that open conversation if you care to hear. Ben does have a YouTube page where he talks about real estate as well, and so you
I
can always
do.
visit that.
I do.
I don't have that as much as Ben bugs me to do it. Um, Maybe in time, but I think it'd be a cool episode for me and you to talk about the market. I think there'd be some like good chatting.
Right? Even dare I say it, another podcast? Is that too
Oh
much Ben
my
and
god.
Richard? I'm just yeah, no, that's crazy. That's crazy thoughts. Um, but if Richard, if I can go off on YouTube for a second, if you're a business owner out there, I think especially in industries like ours, um, maybe not so much like your restaurants or bricks and mortar, although you probably couldn't hurt. Um, man, YouTube is a sleeping giant. Um, if you can figure out YouTube, and like you're like a client base, people book appointments, that kind of thing type business, the people that come to you through YouTube are already going to know you and like you and trust you. So it allows you to do the job that you're good at that much quicker instead of trying to cross that, bridge of trust
Hmm.
to get clients to like realize that like, look, we're actually here for your best interests. Like yes, we need to make money to like live and, have a home and food, but that's not what this is about. It's about actually like giving a shit about you. That whole process is gone with YouTube because they already get that sense from you. As long as you're actually one of those people who is like, in it to help clients and not in it to just profit off people who don't know any better.
And this pod is an extension of that. Like people that we've never met have a good idea of who we are and
Yeah.
what we care about and our values just from this. So,
Yeah.
take that to a business position. This is how Ben sells it on me. This is how he's selling YouTube to me, and
It's insane. It's insane.
I really should be doing it. Like, let's be real. I know.
If you guys want Richard to start a YouTube channel, let us know in the comments, please.
Yeah, let's do it.
Right? There it is. He's committed. Yeah. One other takeaway that I'm gonna like hammer home from this year is if there's something that feels risky but also feels right, do it.
Mhm.
Do it. If you're someone who likes to overthink things into the ground, I feel like there's a little bit of like you've got to place a little more trust in your gut. Because if you are an overthinker, it's easy to get caught up in that, in that zone where it's like, okay, I need to make a decision in either direction. And then 8 months goes by. And you're like, you finally make the decision. You're like, I should have done this 8 months ago.
Right. And I think we've seen it from a few different guests too, that sometimes the best thing you can do is not only just talk to people about your idea, to like get some opinions and thoughts, because that's always valuable. You're not sitting in your own head, because that's where the doubt comes in. You're like, well, it's my idea and I think it's a good one. Like you haven't really talked to anyone and got a thought on it. But also like going out and finding a friend or finding someone that compliments you in some capacity and get them to do it with you.
Yeah.
Right. Like I think a lot of people, whether it's the Georgian based single club, even like Mega Mindful, like you do things with your friends and things move a lot easier, smoother, and you get to spend time with the people that you want to spend time to while you're doing it. Like it just doesn't seem takes away a lot of the anxiety, I think.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
Yeah.
Um, Richard, I think we should end off with this question.
Sure.
What does the next 5 years look like for Richard
Oh
Hunt?
my god. That was such an evil laugh. um well, besides becoming the number one podcast on YouTube and Spotify, um, just kidding. I don't know, man. I gonna keep learning this role called dad, and keep figuring that out as my boys get bigger and older. That'll be like the number one. Um, I yeah, thinking about my kids 5 years from now is like outrageous. Um, but I don't know, man. A lot can happen. Like if in case anyone cares, we are possibly looking at a 5 year lease on a new place, which is really exciting. So I see us having a lot of really good times there in the next 5 years.
Richard and I, not Richard and his family. Just
Yeah.
FYI. Richard and
Well,
I, we're
Emily will
leaving
be
our
there.
wives and we're moving in together into an office space.
Emily's coming with us.
Oh, fine.
I see me and Emily building ourselves a brand that's truly something that we have been talking about for a long time. And I just see a lot of great times there. I see a lot of good work. I see a lot of people being helped. Um, in case anyone cares, like even Ben too, like been on a fitness journey for a long time, and I just want to continue to do that and see myself in the best possible shape I can be in. And
I love fitness too. Fitness cheeseburger in my mouth.
well, that's like why we do it, so you can eat a cheeseburger. But
Absolutely.
yeah, man, I think again, gonna be a good 5 years. I'm a big believer that if like you just care hard and you put in good work and spend time with people, like good things happen. Like that's just part of the karma.
Right.
So, do you want to enlighten us on your 5 year plan, Ben?
Oh, do I have to do it too?
Duh.
Well, I think it's just pucks on net. We gotta test our goalie.
Nice.
Test our goalie a lot.
Oh, I forgot to put a Leafs Cup celebration in there. Of course, of course.
Of course. Yes. Oh my God. Recording day. Happy Gavin McKenna Day. We're gonna get him
Right.
tonight. There's talk about maybe trading for the second overall pick too, which would just be insane.
Oh,
Um,
I don't want
I
to see
mean,
Knies go, dude. That guy's too good.
I know.
He's like a piece that you can't find. He's like a unicorn player.
Well, and he's cost controlled.
That too.
We've become a hockey podcast. Sorry, folks.
But this is like our third podcast. We're going to start now.
Yeah. One where we just talk about death. Another one about the real estate market. And a hockey podcast and the open house, right? No, we're at 4. Great.
Holy shit.
It's gonna be a busy next year.
You're going to hate me by the end of this.
No, one thing that I think is definitely on my radar for the next 5 years. As Richard knows, I've been using a lot of tech in my business. That was part of the reason for my switch to Real Broker. Is the tech is incredible. Now, did I have them, my company buying, not my company, but the company I'm at, buying Remax this year? No, not on my bingo card, but pretty cool that Remax, we weren't even the highest bid, but has a lot of faith in what our company is doing from a tech standpoint. But I think also from the tech standpoint, it's all kind of centered around the agent, which is good for a brokerage, right? You want agents to come join you. You want to make their lives as easy as possible. But me as an agent, I think I want to use tech to make my clients' lives easier. So that's going to be a really big focus. I would say at least to implement, tools for my clients to use in the next 6 months, especially. And then beyond that, I think, the branding, the growth that, we've experienced over the last 4 years of being in this market has been incredible, even in a down market. So to find more ways to help even more people, and foster a healthy, positive, like real estate community, I think is really, the ultimate goal. Yeah.
No, man, I think that's a great point because I think there has been this like competitive nature in the real estate game for a long time. And I think your mentality towards it is the modern way. And there's a lot of agents that feel that way. So
yeah,
you're just part of the change.
I think part of the problem is the bar to get into real estate is very low. And I've always been like, it's a little bit too easy to get your real estate license. But I think you see it with the numbers that Treb puts out every year, like nearly 50% of all agents didn't do a single deal last year.
Right.
Right. So I think if you take the people who are actively working in the industry, and just because you only did 2 or 3 deals doesn't mean you're not actively working in the industry. Maybe you're just getting started. Maybe there's some stuff you need, help with to try and, find more clients or have more clients find you. But excuse me, if you're somebody who actually like gives a damn and wants to work in the industry, I think there's a way to do it without, selling your soul and having to put down everyone else to do it.
Right.
There's a lot of great people who can do this job. And to be quite honest and frank, there is enough business to go around.
Yeah. And if anyone like just the way that I buy, I'm not really brand loyal. I'm like all about the person.
Mhm.
So like I'm not selling with Ferris. I'm not selling with, you know, Keller Williams or whoever. Like, it's all about the individual, and I think that's how
It's
we all kind
Ben
of feel about it.
Robitaille, ignoring
I
the fact that his wife is licensed completely.
Yeah. But again, it's loyal to the person. That is
Mhm.
our world these days.
Yeah.
I don't feel like any of the brands or any of these like big names really care about us as people, but I think the people care about the people. So that's what
Yeah.
it's all about.
Yeah. 100%. Yeah. Or be
So in
like
five,
Richard and marry your realtor. I don't know. Just
keeps it easy. I don't have to make a choice.
right.
Um,
Be really awkward if you list it with somebody else.
yeah, that'd be because it's a divorce. I'm just kidding.
Right. Right.
um, in 5 years, are you running 120-kilometer marathons? Like, what is that like? What are these ultra marathon, super ultra marathon, hyper marathon? Where are we going to be at?
I muted myself. I do have a distance on
Oh,
my bucket list
no. What is
that
it?
I'm like super nervous to even say out loud.
Why, you don't want to hold the accountability? You don't want me to tell you in 5 years, Ben, when are you doing this?
Yeah. I want to do 100 miler.
Where do they do that?
All over the place. There's one in Halliburton. Quebec used to have one. I don't think they do anymore. I'm pretty sure the Rockies have a 200 miler, which I'm like, okay, that's pushing it. That's a
What
lot
do you
of
like,
running.
tent camping? Like, what is that like?
No, I mean, like you usually sleep in a couple hour increments at certain like aid stations, base stations.
Okay.
But it's like very minimal. Like most people will run for about 20 to 24 hours to begin, and then like sleep for like maybe an hour or two and then get back at it.
What?
I've often thought like, how could you like, hallucinate without doing psychedelic drugs? And this seems to be the most efficient way. So,
If you ever wanted to find aliens on Earth, it's those people.
oh my
Those
God.
people are secretly aliens.
Yeah.
There's no way.
Yeah, it's insane. And like the 100 mile distance seems to have been like, I don't know. There's something that's just like, I can't put, I know why it's appealing. That's for me. But, yeah, I think my white whale.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Like if you did that, that's like you're
Your
going to tell
children,
everybody about for the rest of
your,
your life.
your children would never win an argument with you,
I did
right?
this. I win.
To be like, Dad, like, I don't want to like, do my homework. It's hard. Be like, oh yeah, have you run 100 miles? That's hard. Do your homework.
Just get on your tattooed on your forehead. I ran 100-mile marathon.
100%.
Everybody's got to know.
Wouldn't have to even talk anymore. They'd be like, Dad, I'd be like, look at it. Look at it.
Nice. Well, good luck to you on that one.
Thank you. And Richard's going to be right there running with me.
Nah. Yeah, I don't have that type of dream.
He's just going to be like super fit over on the other side, cheering me on.
Maybe.
You can be my crew.
Right.
Perfect.
You can wear an
feed me
earpiece and
mashed potatoes at the aid stations.
Right. I'll be in your earpiece, like your pit crew guy. Yeah.
Right.
Actually, get me a pit crew headset. That sounds cooler.
Right. And the whole time, run faster.
Yeah.
But Richard is hard. Oh. What do you think, Richard? Have we rambled enough for our season finale here?
It's the most rambling we've done for a while.
I think so.
Like, I really think if we wanted to, we could ramble for another hour, but I'm not sure it's wanted.
Let us know in the no, don't. My feelings can't take it.
We left no topic untouched on this one.
No, we covered life, we covered death, we covered everything in between.
I just want to say to anyone that's listened, even listening to this or listened to a minute of us, I'm all about local humans, people being with people. I hate this whole, and it's funny because this is online, but I hate this whole idea of like celebrities and spending all our time and energy on people that don't care about us. They don't think about us. They don't maybe even impact our lives in any capacity. And I want a world where people spend a lot more time with the people that they can literally see on a day to day or ask for help from. Like, let's say, natural community, raw, real community. And this podcast has made me feel closer to that than ever. Even coming from a really small town where everybody knew everybody, this is like I walked down the street, I saw Jamie Tripp today. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, I love that. And so, if this is something that's done that for you on the other end, I think that's amazing. I hope that continues into next season because we've got more guests that, again, make a great impact. We've already got people lined up, believe it or not. But yeah, it's all kind of coming around to what I was hoping it would be. Got it.
Good. I'm glad to hear that, Richard. Oh, sorry. One more thing I want to say. A big thank you. Let's start the thank yous here. A big thank you to everyone in this community. I know, right? I want to thank my mom, my dad, my agent. The fundraiser for Campfire Circle. The power of this podcast has been insane. Last year, we raised the $800 for the 80 kilometers that I was going to run, $10 per kilometer. We got it right at the deadline. Having the ability to talk about it on this platform, we reached $1,000 last week. One social media post, would not be possible without every single one of our guests, without every single person who's listened to the show. I can't believe it. That's the short amount of time, everything. It would not be possible without every single one of you. And from the bottom of my heart, super grateful for every single person who shared a piece of content, who did anything, even listened to 2 minutes of the show and then decided it wasn't for them this year. Thank you. Thank you for giving us a chance. And hopefully not the end of doing some good stuff for some good causes out there.
Man, we got a lot of good to do.
Yes.
I know it's in our future. What's the next 5 years do? I don't know. Do some good shit.
Do some good shit for some good people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah. I dig. As always, everyone, for the last time in season 1, thank you so much for stopping by our open house.
I hope you like the rambling and the good chats because we do every time. We'll see you the next time the house is open. In September, you'll know about it. We'll be posting. Take care. Could have done that 10 times this episode. Bye.